Hi, thank you so much for joining me for today's practice. All you will need is really your mat. If you have any props handy at home, grab your blocks. If you need some cushioning, a blanket, folded towel, or any cushioning that you have around. And if you'd like, play your favorite playlist as you practice and flow along with me. So we're gonna get started by finding a comfortable seated position. Relax your shoulders, keep your spine nice and tall, and we'll start by closing our eyes. So with your eyes closed, I want you to just bring your attention to your breath, to the sensations in your physical body here. The feeling of your sit bones rooting down, the lightness of your torso, your spine as you reach upwards from the crown of your head. And breathing in and out through your nose. As we flow through our practice, you want to try to maintain a sense of calmness, steadiness with your breath. So staying connected with your breath, we will begin our movement practice with a sound of Om. Connect your palms in front of your heart. Feel free to join me. Take a deep breath in. Om. Gently bowing your head, blink your eyes open, releasing your palms. Place your hands forward, and from our tabletop, we're just going to shift onto our bellies. Untucking the toes as you lie down and bring the hands to reach back. Arms are straight. So when you inhale next, I want you to just gently float up, lifting arms, legs, chest. And as you exhale, coming back down, tapping the mat lightly with your arms, your legs, maybe your chin. Again, breathe in, lift up. And breathing out, coming down. Again, inhale, float, engaging the back body. Exhale, coming down. 2 more, breathe in. Releasing when you breathe out. 1 more, move slow and deliberately. And then releasing when you come down. Bend your elbows, place your palms onto the mat again. Push into a tabletop when you inhale. Gently melt your hips back as you breathe out. Breathing into your low back, stretching the sides of your body nice and long. And then as you inhale next, coming to a tabletop, check that your palms are about shoulder width, fingers pointing straight forward. Tuck the toes, begin to lift the knees, and come into your downward facing dog. So in your down dog, you can always check the distance between your hands and your feet by coming into a plank pose. Should be the same between plank and your down dog. And trying to bring heels downwards as you lift your bum up, melting your chest towards your legs, grounding into your hands. When you inhale next, I want you to come forward to plank pose. Let's lower the knees down this first round. Keep shifting the weight forward. Elbows hug in, lower halfway into your Chaturanga. Push back up to plank. Tuck your toes, lift the knees, downward facing dog. We'll do that again. Breathe into plank. Feel free to lower the knees if you like. Otherwise, keep them lifted. Exhale, lower just halfway. Inhale, push yourself back up. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Good. And breathe into plank. Pause briefly in the halfway, in that Chaturanga position. And then we're going to lower the rest of the way down. Untuck your toes. This time we're going to bring fingers onto the floor on either side of your mat with your elbows pointing up. So breathe in, float your chest, press your legs down, lift your heart forward. When you exhale, bring your right shoulder downwards. May not top the mat, that's okay. Then when you inhale, lift back up through center. Exhale, switching sides, bring your left shoulder downwards. Good, breathe in, lift up. Exhale, right shoulder. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left. Push your legs down, reach your toes back. Inhale, pull your heart forward. Exhale, right shoulder. 1 more on each side. Breathe in, lift up. And breathe out, left shoulder. Inhale, coming back. And exhale, release. Slide your palms back onto the mat. Tabletop or plank pose when you inhale. Exhale, move to your downward facing dog. Good. And from down dog, when you inhale next, you're going to come to a plank pose. Find your Chaturanga. When you exhale, keep the legs strong. Breathe into a back bend, upward dog or Cobra. And when you exhale, lift the hips up, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Breathe in, look forward. And when you exhale, bend your knees, walk, step, or hop lightly to the top of your mat. Inhaling to a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Lift all the way up, breathe in, stretch. And when you breathe out, fold, hinge from the hips again. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, ground your hands onto the mat, step or hop your legs back, find your Chaturanga. Breathe into your back bend. And breathe out, lift your hips up, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Relax your neck, separate your shoulder blades. Good, keep trying to ground heels downwards. If the heels do touch the mat, maybe trying to lift the toes up. So engaging the legs a little bit more here. When you inhale, next look forward, exhale, bend the knees, step or hop lightly, coming to the top of your mat, inhale, halfway lift, fold forward, exhale, lift up, breathe in, stretch, and breathe out, hinge from the hips. We're gonna do that one more time. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, ground the hands, send the legs back, find Chaturanga, move into an up dog or Cobra, breathing in, breathe out, lift up into downward facing dog. Let the head hang, and again, try to keep your arms feeling light, melting more weight towards the back of your mat, towards your legs. Good. And when you inhale, next to look forward, exhale, bend the knees, step or hop, come to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, full forward, exhale, lift up, breathe and stretch. Release your arms by your side, exhale, legs are together. When you inhale, next come into a chair pose, bend your knees and lift the arms up, keeping the weight more towards the heels. Next time you exhale, fold forward, hinge from the hips. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, place your hands down. Vinyasa, Chaturanga when you breathe out. Upward dog when you breathe in. Downward facing dog when you breathe out. And once you're in down dog, inhale, sweep your right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Bend the knee. Inhale, reach your arms up. Coming to a high lunge. Back heel stays lifted. Square your hips. Take another inhale. Exhale, release hands down. We're going to step the left foot forward to meet the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees. Breathe in. Come into a chair pose. When you breathe out, lift the heels and slowly lower your hips so that your sit bones kind of rest over your heels. Take another breath in. When you exhale, fingertips can come down to the mat or you wrap your arms around the legs and then round your spine, bring your face towards the knees. So you're either balancing on toes or hands can be on the mat as you bring your face closer to the legs. Take one more breath in. And when you exhale, sitting down, use the help of the hands if you need. Leaning back, float the legs up, come into a boat pose, Navasana. Arms reaching forward, lift the chest. If you need, you can hold the back of the legs for support or hands even coming down slightly behind you. Good. Take another inhale. And when you exhale, straighten the left leg, hug your right leg in, and then slowly lower all the way down onto your spine. Let the left leg rest on the mat. Hug the right leg closer to your right shoulder. Right side of your ribs. Good. Flexing the right ankle, right toes. You're going to bring your hands to the back of the right thigh and begin to straighten the right leg up. Breathe. Your left hand's going to guide the right leg over to the left side. Reach your right arm out. Twist. Good. And then coming back through center. Lift the left leg up and you can start to rock. So you can bend the knees as you rock. See if you can rock back to your chair pose, maybe using the help of the hands as you push up that last little bit, lifting the hips, squeeze your legs together, take an inhale and exhale, fold forward. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, place your hands down, step or hop your legs back. Vinyasa, moving with your breath. And once you're in downward dog, when you inhale next, left leg sweeps up, step the left foot forward, bend the left knee, inhale, reach your arms up. Coming to a high runner's lunge, squaring the hips, keep pushing your right heel back. When you exhale, hands down, right foot steps forward to meet the left at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Fold forward, exhale, chair pose, inhale, bend your knees, lift the arms. When you exhale, lift the heels, slowly sit down. And again, wrap your arms around the legs or hands on the mat to support you, rounding the back, trying to bring your face towards the knees. And leave the shoulders downward so they don't squeeze up towards the ears. Good, from here, start to slowly sit down, heels come down, bum comes down, lift the feet up, lift the chest. Good, flex or point the toes. Keeping the legs strong, squeeze the legs together. Take one more inhale. And then we're gonna straighten the right leg, hug the left leg in, round your back, slowly lower your spine. Once your head comes to the mat, release your right leg down, hug your left leg in closer. Good, breathe. And then from here, we're going to straighten the left leg as we bring the hands to the back of the left thigh. Try to flex your heel, your toes, and maybe the leg doesn't straighten all the way. That's okay. I'm just feeling the back of the hamstring, back of the thigh. The right hand's going to guide the left leg over to the right side. Coming to a twist again, left arm reaching out to the left. You can turn your head also to the left. Breathe. And then guiding the left leg back through center, lift your right leg up as well. Bend the knees, begin to rock. So rocking back to your chair pose. Knees are bent, use the help of the hands if you need. When you exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands down, step the legs back. Chaturanga. Find up dog when you breathe in. Down dog when you breathe out. Always welcome to make modifications. As you inhale, I want you to sweep your right leg up. Breathe in. Bring your right knee to your left elbow, so opposite arm. Inhale, send the leg back up. The exact same thing, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, lift it back up. One more time, right knee to left elbow. And then I want you to send the right foot to the left side, so it's off the mat onto the floor, and both hands stays. Pause here for a moment. You might even slide the right foot further to the left, but don't sink the hips too much. Still drawing the belly in, keeping the hips feeling light. Hands are strong. When you inhale next, slide the right leg back up towards a three-legged dog. Exhale, step the right foot forward, bring it between your hands. High runner's lunge, inhale, lifting the arms back up. Have your right hand hold your left wrist. Reach the arms up, bend the right knee, melt the hips. Side bend over to the right. So keep pushing your left heel back, breathing into the left side body. Melting the hips, getting the left side here to lengthen. You might feel the front of the left hip and thigh as well. And when you inhale next, come back through center, releasing your hands. Again, left leg is just gonna slide forward, sitting down, lean back a touch, unravel your legs, come back to a boat pose, flex or point the toes, take an inhale, arms reach forward if you can. And as you exhale, come to a low boat, leaning back, straighten out the legs forward, and just your low back on the mat, so no ribs, no shoulder blades on the mat yet. Take one more inhale, and when you exhale, just gently release, lowering all the way down. Bend your right knee, hug the right leg in again. Flex your right ankle, right heel, bring your hands to the back of the right thigh, straighten the leg up slowly. All right, so we've been here before. Maybe hands are staying where they are, or you bring your hands up to the back of the knee, the calf, ankle, heel, maybe even the toes. Picking what works for you at this point. You draw the leg a little closer without lifting the head here. So just keeping your head and even your shoulder blades on the mat if possible. Good. Breathe. Just taking one more inhale and one more exhale. And then from here, you're gonna lift the left leg up towards the sky as well. Arms also reaching up, breathe in. When you exhale, lift the head and the shoulder blades, reach your arms forward. On your next inhale, send the legs down halfway. And then exhale, lift back up into your boat pose. Good, keep your right heel lifted, bend your left knee more, bring your left foot closer to your right sit bone. And then bring your right foot down. All right, your hands can come down to push to lift the hips. Otherwise, lean forward, lifting the hips, push into your right foot. Find warrior three. Slowly extending left leg back, crown of the head coming forward. Hands can be in prayer or hips or helping you balance. Squaring the hips down so left hip pulls down a little more. Take one more inhale. Bending the right knee a lot more. As you exhale, bring your left toes to the back of the mat. High lunge, inhale, arms reach up. Good, exhale, bring your left hand down. Reach your right arm up, come into a twist. Breathe in, breathe out, right hand comes down, right foot steps back, downward facing dog, you can stay there, or Vinyasa, plank to Chaturanga. When you breathe out, inhale, upward facing dog, and when you exhale, come back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in through the nose, open your mouth and sigh your breath out. Good. We're not switching legs yet, so when you inhale, sweep your right leg up. Exhale, bring your right knee to your left elbow. So again, opposite arm, inhale, right leg lifts up. So again, not switching legs. Right knee to the left elbow, exhale. Inhale, lift it back up. One more, right knee to the left elbow. Then we're gonna send the right leg to the left side again, this time lifting your left arm up, coming into a fallen triangle. It's kind of like a wild thing. Lift your hips up, left arm towards the ceiling or overhead. Take another inhale. And when you exhale, come back to three-legged dog. Left hand comes down, right leg lifts up. Breathe in. Step your right foot forward, bring it between your hands. Let's come to a high lunge again. Inhale. Exhale, left arm forward, right arm back. So you're twisting using the strength of your core. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Straighten your right leg when you breathe in. Let's reach your arms up, bicep by the ears. Exhale, hinge from the right hip crease. Reach forward with your fingertips with the top of your head, pressing into both your feet. You got it. Arms reach. Take another breath in. And one more breath out. When you inhale, pull yourself back up, warrior two, bend the right knee, and then release hands down. Right foot steps back, Vinyasa. Find your breath. And once you are in downward facing dog, look forward, breathe in. Exhale, bend the knees, walk, step, or hop lightly to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhaling. Exhale, fold. Lift the arms all the way up, breathe in. And then from here, I want you to bend your left elbow. Right hand guides the elbow closer in line with the spine behind your head. And then add a little bit of a side bend to the right. So left elbow reaching up, head pushing back into the arm if you can. Draw the front ribs and belly in. So you're slightly tucking the tailbone and engaging the front of your core. Push your hips to the left, ground into both your feet. And then when you inhale, come back through center, arms reach up. Chair pose, exhale, palms in prayer. Keep your toes light. Bring your left elbow outside your right thigh, twist. If the elbow doesn't come outside the right thigh, it can come between the thighs, kind of in that line, pushing down and onto the tops of the thighs instead. Lift the chest, but sink the hips. Breathe. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, unwind the arms and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, place the hands down, step or hop your legs back, Vinyasa. Move with your breath. And we find our downward facing dog again. All right, so from down dog, I want you to just lower the knees down for a moment. I want you to bring your hands closer together so that your thumbs are touching and hugging the elbows inwards. As you breathe in or out, you're gonna lower your forearms down at the same time, left and right side, and lift them back up at the same time. So relatively easy movement, especially when we have the knees on the mat. If you want to make this a little more challenging, keep the hands, you're going to lift the knees, look at the hands, bend the elbows. Do not drop them when they come down and lift them up. So with your breath, inhale or exhale, lowering and lifting. Can you do just a few more here? Breathe. So again, you want to try to tap really lightly, or you're not actually fully bringing the elbows all the way down. You're just bending as much as you can. Can you do three more? Keep your legs and your core strong, especially if the knees are lifted. Maybe two more. And one more here. Then you're going to separate the hands, coming back to a regular downward facing dog. Not switching sides yet. You're going to lift the right leg up again. Breathe in. Bring your right knee to your left arm. Send the leg back up. Inhale. Right knee, left arm again. Exhale. Inhale, lift it up. One more, right knee, left arm. Right foot goes to the left side. And this time we're going to slide the foot further away to bring the whole of your right leg down onto the mat. Straighten your left leg straight back. And if you take a peek at your legs, they're about 90 degrees. All right, so turn your chest facing the front. You'll feel a bit of a twist, especially in your low back, your belly. Stay upright. If you want, you can start to crawl the hands forward, coming onto the outer right hip, outer right leg. Stay. Or your left hand. So I have my right leg reaching to the left side. I'll take my left arm, try to reach it over to the right side. And maybe lowering my chest down. I could turn my face over to the right as well. Maybe feeling a bit of a stretch in your left shoulder, shoulder blade. back body. You can also try to reach your right arm forward as we melt down into the left arm. Breathe. Take one more inhale. Long breath out. When you inhale next, lift the head. Start to unwind the arms first if you've added the arm variation. So palms come back to the mat. Tuck your left toes, lift the hips, send the right leg all the way back up. Three-legged dog. Breathe in. Step the right foot forward. Bring it between your hands. Inhale, arms reach up. Let's add a twist. So you can bring left hand down on the mat or left elbow outside your right thigh. Twist. Palms can come to prayer if the elbow is outside the thigh. Keep pushing your left heel back. Try to straighten that back leg and let your hips melt a little more while we lift the chest up. Take one more inhale. And when you exhale, hands come down, frame your right foot. Grab blocks if you need. Start to straighten your right leg. Lengthen your collarbones forward. Draw your shoulders back at the same time. Breathe. And when you inhale next, right knee bends, back heel comes down, warrior two. Left arm, back, right arm forward. Let's reverse our warrior. Stretch the right arm up and back. Breathe in, both legs are strong. And then next time you inhale, come back, warrior two, and then moving into Skandasana. So turn your left toes out, bend the left knee, let your right leg start to straighten. Again, we don't always have to come super low. You can come a little higher, making sure your heels are grounded and not too heavy in the hands, even if you need the hands to support you. You can also reach your arms wide, breathe, try to lift the chest regardless of what the hands are doing. Back is strong. Take one more inhale. And as you exhale, walk the hands back to the top of the mat. Allow the right foot to step back, down dog vinyasa, or even a child's pose if you need. Whatever you're choosing here, I want you to move with your breath. And we will meet in down dog or in a child's pose if you need a few more breaths there. Let the head relax. Draw the navel in, lift the sit bones up. Take a deep breath through the nose. Open your mouth and sigh your breath out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees. Step or hop lightly to the top of your mat. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Lift all the way up. Breathe in, stretch. We'll bring the arms by our side. Samasthiti. Exhale. Legs are together. Bend your knees. Come into a chair pose. Breathe in. Good. And breathe out, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, place your hands down. Step or hop back. Chaturanga. Find up dog or cobra when you breathe in. Downward facing dog when you breathe out. Then left leg sweeps up in the air, breathe in. Bring your left knee to your right elbow, exhale. Inhale, lift it back up. Again, exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, lift it back up. One more time, bring the knee to the opposite arm, then straighten your left leg over to the right side. Keep both hands on the mat. Draw the navel in and try to square your hips and your shoulders. You got it. Separate your shoulder blades. Take one more inhale. And when you exhale, push more into the hands. Send the left leg back up. Breathe in. Exhale, step the left foot forward. High lunge, left knee bends, arms reach up. Left hand's gonna hold the right wrist and then reach over to the left side. Push your right heel back, melt the hips. Breathe. Beautiful. When you inhale, come through center, release the hands, step your right foot forward to meet the left. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, fold. Legs are together, chair pose, bend the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, lift the heels and slowly bring your bum down. Hands can come to the mat, or again, wrap your arms around the legs, face towards the knees. Stay here, or palms down, knees to the back of the elbows, back of the arms, lifting into your crow, your bakasana, squeezing your heels up towards your bum, keeping your neck nice and long. If your feet are lifted, bring your toes down. Slowly start to sit. Use the help of the hands if you need. You're coming into your Navasana, your boat pose. Point or flex the toes, but squeeze your legs together. Good. Breathe here. And then nice and slow, we're gonna lean back as we straighten the right leg, bend the left knee, hugging the left leg in, and then slowly lie down. Release the right leg down, hug the left leg in closer. Breathe. Bring your hands to the back of the left thigh. Just to straighten the left line just for a moment, pushing the left heel up, drawing the left thigh bone down. Take a deep breath right into your belly to the length of your spine. And then right hand can guide the left leg over to the right side. Reaching your left arm out. Breathe. Trying to draw the left shoulder blade down. Good. Guiding the left leg back up. Lift your right leg up as well. And from here, we're going to rock up to our chair pose. So take a few rocks if you need, building up that momentum to ground into the heels. Hands are always welcome to help you. Once you're in chair, when you breathe out, fold forward. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, ground the hands down, send the legs back. Vinyasa. Skip this if you need to. Otherwise, we can move through our Vinyasa and meet in down dog. Once you're in down dog, sweep your left leg up, breathe in. Left knee to the right elbow again. Inhale, lift it back up. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, lift. One more exhale, left knee, right elbow. Send the left leg over to the right side, this time lifting your right arm up. It's coming into a fallen triangle. Right arm can also reach overhead. Try not to sink the hips, but lift it up high, kind of like your wild thing. Take one more inhale. When you exhale, bring your right hand down, left leg lifts up. Breathe in. Step your left foot forward, bring it between your palms. Inhale, reach your arms up. And then bring your right hand down, left arm lifts up. So twist first, kind of forgot this on the other side, the first side. And then bring left hand down. We're gonna lift back up, breathe in. And right arm forward, left arm back. Draw the navel in. Good, inhale through center. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Good, straighten your left leg. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, reach your fingertips forward, send your hips back, press into your legs. Good job. Strong inner thighs. Keep the head reaching forward with your fingertips. Take one more breath in, one more breath out. When you inhale, come up, bend your left knee, wind the hands down, send your right leg forward, and sitting down, lean back, legs release, arms forward, boat pose. Breathe in. When you exhale, find low boat. Extend the legs as you lean back. Drawing the navel in. Good, legs are strong. Take one more inhale. And when you exhale, lower down, bend your left knee, hug the left leg in again. Breathe. And then from here, hands come to the back of the left thigh, flex the ankle, push your left heel up. And you can go deeper by bringing hands to the back of the knee, calf, ankle, heel, foot, toes. Try to keep your head on the mat, keep your shoulder blades on the mat. So this way, it's kind of a fairly honest stretch in the back of the left leg. You're not rounding your spine to bring your face to meet the leg. It's more like the leg has to come to meet your torso here. Breathe. You can use one or both hands. Let's take one more breath here. And then we're gonna release the hands. The right leg also lifts up. So both legs in the air, arms in the air, breathe in. When you exhale, lift the head, peel the shoulder blades off the mat, squeeze the legs, breathe in, lower the legs halfway, breathe out, come up back into boat, and then bend your right knee more, bring your right heel towards your left bum, left foot comes down. Use the help of the hands if you need, lean forward, can ground into the left foot and slowly move into warrior three. Straightening the spine, the right leg, reaching the right leg back. Good. Breathe. Left knee bends, right foot goes to the back of the mat. Hands come down, step your left foot back, down dog or vinyasa. Pick what works for you. If you are flowing though, you want to make sure you're moving with your breath. Good. Inhale through the nose, sigh your breath out. And then once again, so you have two options here. You can bring palms closer together like we did in the first round. Elbows hug in. And you work on trying to lower your elbows down and lift your elbows back up, providing that they move together as best you can. Second option, you walk your hands back a little more so that you are in a fairly short downward dog, but not quite a forward fold. Hands are shoulder width apart, bending the elbows. Bring your head forward, so not between your hands. And try to tap your head down, push into your hands, lift back up. So those are kind of like your tripod push-ups. Head gently taps down, push back up. You might not be able to lower your head all the way, so maybe you just bend the elbows a touch and then try to straighten your arms. All right, so make sure you're kind of looking back so that if you do bring the head down, it's kind of the top of the head and not your forehead. And if you keep your legs and your core active as well, your body will feel a little lighter. Lift a little easier. And can you do just a few more here? Try not to drop your head if you are bringing the head down. If you can, maybe do one more. And once you are done this last one, if you're stuck with it with me, come back to a regular downward facing dog. We'll float the left leg up in the air, breathe in. And again, exhale, left knee, right elbow. Send it back up, inhale. Two more, exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, lift it up. One more, left knee, right elbow. Send the left leg over. And this time we're just sliding the leg over and bringing the hip down. So you want to straighten that back leg as well. Legs are about 90 degrees. You might have a bend in the left knee, that's okay. And facing the front, palms stays on the mat, or you can walk the hands forward, maybe coming all the way down, or your right arm tries to thread through to the left side. You may or may not bring the whole of the right arm down. That's okay. Breathe. Your gaze can go in any direction. Your head can turn in any direction. That feels good. Continue to breathe into the spine, into the belly, the low back. And when you inhale next, you're going to slowly lift back up. Palms connect to the mat. Tuck your right toes, lift the hips, send your left leg all the way back up towards the sky. Breathe in. And when you exhale, step the left foot forward, bring it between your hands. Inhale, arms lift up. Good. And as we exhale, bring the hands down. Start to straighten your left leg, pulling the left hip back, lengthening your collarbones forward. Breathe here. Try to draw your shoulders back. Hands can be on blocks, you can be on fingertips. You can try to ground your palms down. Breathe. When you inhale next, left knee's gonna bend. Open up, warrior two. Reverse your warrior, left arm reaching up and back. Breathe. And then when you inhale, come back to warrior two. Turn your right toes out to the right side. Bend the right knee. So to straighten your left leg. Hands can stay on the mat to help you support your torso, lifting the chest up. You can also reach your arms wide. And again, you want to ground into both your heels, especially that right heel. So try not to let it stay lifted. You got it. Breathe. And then from here, walk your hands back to the top of the mat. We'll step the right foot forward to meet the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Full forward exhale, reach your arms all the way up, breathe in. This time bending your right elbow, left hand guides the elbow behind the head as best you can. Push your head back, adding a side bend to the left, pushing your hips over to the right. Breathe. Draw the ribs in, pull the belly in. And then when you inhale, both arms lift up. Palms in prayer as you sit into a chair pose. Guide your right elbow outside the left leg if you can. Twist to the left, lower the hips, lift the heart. Squeeze the legs together. Breathe. Take one more inhale. And when you exhale, fold forward. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, place the hands down, step or hop your legs back. Chaturanga, find up dog or cobra. And then move back to downward facing dog. Good, from down dog, we're gonna send the left leg up, bring it forward, sweep your arms up, breathe in. Guide your right elbow outside your left thigh or right palm down, come back to a twist. Draw the navel in, reach your head forward. Breathe, doing things a little bit out of order on the left side, but still getting it all in. Take another breath. And when you exhale, release palms down, left foot steps back. Another vinyasa if you can. Otherwise, down dog or child's pose. And breathe in through the nose. Open your mouth and sigh your breath out. Good. Look forward when you inhale. Exhale, bend the knees. Step or hop lightly. Coming to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Lift up, breathe in. And release your arms by your side. Tadasana, Samastitihi. All right. From here, I want you to grip and ground into your feet. Left foot is going to stay. Lift your right knee up. Hug the right leg in. Try not to round your back. Keep your spine nice and tall. Shoulders relax. Left foot is rooted. Right thigh pulls in a little more if you can. Good. You can flex the right ankle, heel. You're going to bring the left hand to hold the outside of your right thigh. You're also welcome to hold the foot if you want to kind of start to extend the leg. The balance will be a little different, so you can either extend or not, but start to reach your right arm back. And maybe if you're balanced here, turn your gaze to try to look at your right hand, your right thumb. The standing leg is strong. Again, you can have your right knee bent. You don't have to be grabbing the foot. You can hold the knee or the thigh. Good. Turn your chest, drop that right hip. Take one more inhale. And when you exhale, keep your chest facing the right side. Let your right leg go to the back of the mat. So you're coming into warrior two again. Arms are reaching wide. From warrior two, moving back to Skandasana, turn your right toes out, right knee bends, left leg starts to straighten. Use the help of the hands if you need. I want you to try to slowly sit down. Bring your right foot further out to the side so that the inner thigh comes down. Left leg is reaching towards the top of the mat. You can add a bend to the knee, or it's better if you sit on a block or sit on a blanket if you're having trouble straightening the leg or having trouble lengthening the spine. Flex the left toes. You can just slowly crawl the left hand forward, or left hand can reach for your right hip and reaching your right arm forward. May or may not grab the foot. Don't worry too much about it. You can just reach the right arm forward towards the front edge of your mat. Find your breath here. Breathing into the side body. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. When you breathe in, float up. Send your back leg, your right leg, bring it forward. Shake out the legs. So bend both knees. Right foot comes into your left hip, left bum, and then left foot presses down. Use the help of the hands if you need. So I want both hands coming forward. Push into your left foot, lift your right leg. As if you're coming towards like either half moon or warrior three, but we're going to twist our half moon. So right hand will stay. You might grab a block if that's easier. Drop the right hip down and try to lift your left arm up. You got it. Breathe. Right leg stays lifted in the air. Take one more inhale. And when you exhale, left hand comes down. Right foot goes to the back of the mat. Left leg lifts up towards the ceiling, towards the sky. Breathe in. And when you exhale, bring your left knee to your right elbow. Lift it back up. Inhale. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Lift it back up. One more, left knee, right elbow. Multiple options. Stay here with the knee, just trying to touch the elbow, or your left arm reaches, left leg reaches to the right side. You can try Chaturangas here, or last option, come to Kuniyasana 1. The left leg goes outside the right elbow. You lean forward, back leg starts to lift up. Pick what works for you. You might not be coming to arm balance. You might just work on building strength here first. Let's send the legs back. Downward facing dog, stay there, or vinyasa. Good job. Breathe. Don't worry if some of the poses aren't happening for you right away. All right, from your down dog, you'll look forward, inhale, exhale, bend the knees, step or hop, come to the top of your mat, halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Lift all the way up, breathe and stretch, and release your arms by your side. So again, Tadasana, feet are grounded. Just going to face the back here, and we're going to lift the left knee up, hug the left leg in, keep your spine nice and tall. All right, so getting ready to come into your twist here. Right hand's going to hold the outside of the left leg, left arm can start to reach back, or you hold the outside of the left foot. As you extend the leg, reach your left arm back, turn your gaze if you can, and try not to let your left hip tilt, but press it down. Hips are side by side. Good. Steady here. Remember, you don't have to straighten that left leg all the way. You can straighten it partially or hold the knee, the thigh. Can we move slowly into warrior two, letting that left leg go, bringing it all the way back, and bend that front knee. Skandasana. Left toes turn out to the left side, bend the left knee. Hands can come to support you. And then from here, we will sit down gently. Turning the knee inwards, you can even move it out further more. So the inner thigh is downwards. Sit on something if you need to find that elevation so that it's more accessible for your hamstring, side body, and then come into a side bend. So right arm can start to reach along with the left, or the right hand can reach for your left leg as the left arm reaches for your right foot or past. Breathe. Breathing into the side body, low back, lower belly, maybe back of the right leg, you're feeling that stretch. And then when you inhale next, you'll pull yourself back up, facing the front of your mat, releasing your left leg forward, shake out the legs. Both knees bend just a bit here. Left heel comes close to your bum, right foot grounds down. Use the hands if you need. Both hands can come forward, lift the back leg, and then start to keep the left hand there, but lift your right arm up. Twisting. Back leg strong, standing leg also strong, but draw your left hip back down towards the mat and lift your right shoulder up. You got it. Breathe here. And then releasing right hand down and bring your left foot to the back of the mat and bring your right foot to the back of the mat as well. Come to your down dog, pause for a moment, stay here, or inhale to plank, exhale chaturanga, up dog when you breathe in, down dog when you breathe out. Good, and when you inhale, right leg lifts up. Bring your right knee to your left elbow, exhale. Inhale, send it back up. Again, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, lift. One more, right knee, left elbow. Good, stay. Or right foot to the left side, working on chaturangas here, or you're trying to bring the outer right leg to the upper left arm and coming to your Vinyasa. Pick what works for you. Side to side may not be the same, the right side, left side. And when you are done, you can come back to your downward facing dog, lifting your sit bones nice and high. You can also be in a child's pose. If you need another vinyasa, go for it. And if you are not in child's pose yet, start to bring your knees down, untuck the toes, melt the hips back, arms can reach forward, our hands can rest by your feet. Breathe. Inhale through the nose. Sigh your breath out. If it feels good to stay in your child's pose, stay here. Last little bit of effort. You can also walk your hands forward, come into Sphinx. Not too much effort here in Sphinx. Elbows underneath your shoulders. Trying to lift your chest forward, keep your neck nice and long. Push your thighs down, reach your toes back. Staying here, or if you still have energy to expend, you might come into Dolphin Plank, so Forearm Plank, or maybe walking your feet closer towards your elbows, coming into Dolphin. If you have an inversion you want to work on, feel free to come into a headstand, a forearm stand, or a handstand. Pick what works for you, and just being mindful of how the body is feeling at this point in your practice. Regardless of what you've chosen here, make sure that you are breathing in and out through the nose, not holding your breath. If you're in an inversion, feel what your foundation is and how maybe you can ground more into your foundation so that you can lift higher away from the floor. If you're still lifted in your inversion, you can start to come back down, and we'll all meet again in a child's pose. Take a deep breath in and sigh your breath out. When you inhale next, invite you to lie on your belly one more time. Sweeping your arms back. So arms can just reach back, or if you can, interlace the hands and not allowing your hands to rest on your bum, but float it up. Good. So nice and light. We're going to float away from the ground. Breathe in and breathe out. Gently release. Exact same thing, lifting up. Engaging the back. Exhale, coming back down. 3 more. Breathe and lift. Exhale, release. 2 more. It's not even about lifting super high. Gently release. 1 more. It's just about engaging the back body. Lift. Stay lifted. Release your hands. Release just the legs. Palms come next to the chest. Hug the elbows in. Maybe lift just a little higher. Maybe a bit more. Coming towards a full cobra if you like. Shoulders are drawn down though, and gently pulling back. Push your hips downwards, but then lift your heart forwards and lift the head up. Take 1 more inhale. And when you exhale, releasing down. Coming onto your spine, so you can just roll onto your back. And I want you to bend your knees and just windshield wiper your knees to the right and to the left. Bring the legs back through center. You can come into your Shavasana with feet a little wider, thighs collapsing inwards. You can also have your legs in butterfly, soles of the feet together, knees apart. Or just take your Shavasana, the most neutral position with the legs straight, arms can rest anywhere that's comfortable. Close your eyes. And if you need a bit more time here, you can always pause. Stay longer in your Shavasana. Letting the practice sink into your body, your muscles, your nervous system, your cells. The next time you breathe in, take a deeper inhale. And open your mouth, sigh the breath out. Move your arms, your legs. If it feels nice to stretch the arms overhead, you could slide the legs together, taking another deep breath. Sigh that breath out. Bend at the knees. Roll to your right or left side. And come back up to a comfortable seated position. Spine tall, shoulders relax. Keeping the eyes closed, just reconnecting with your breath, with your body. And we will close our practice with a sound of Om. Connect your palms. Take a deep breath in. Bowing your head. Allow a moment here to thank yourself for making time for your practice. Thank you for joining me today. Hope you're able to find some peace, love, and gratitude and take that with you. Share it with everyone you interact with. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you have any questions, comments, please don't hesitate. Reach out to us. Enjoy the rest of your day and see you soon. Thanks.